everyone, this is Robin from mypinkstamper.com, and today I'm going to show you how to take a piece of white, ordinary cardstock and turn it into something extraordinary using the Cricut Imagine. I've had a little while to play with this machine and I love it. There's so much you can do with it. You can use it for scrapbooking, card making. You can also use it as just a regular Cricut. You don't need to even worry about printing. You can just use it to cut your shapes from your regular Cricut cartridges. Your regular Cricut cartridges will work with your Cricut Imagine. The Imagine cartridges are not made to work with the other Cricut machines, but the Imagine can pretty much do it all. So let's head over to the Cricut Imagine and we're going to make a really quick project using white cardstock and a Cricut cartridge. Alright, here is my Cricut Imagine, and we are going to use the cartridge Country Life. And one of the questions I've been getting a lot now that I've been playing with the expression, or my Cricut Imagine, is that there looks like there's so much wasted white paper. And I thought of that in the beginning too, but I did not realize the settings that you could use where you can utilize your scraps of your paper. So we're going to use this strip. This is about, let's see, it's about 5 3/4 inches by 12 inches. Have that down here. And I want to show you another way this mat is a little bit different than the regular Cricut mat. Now remember, the Cricut Imagine mat can only be used in the Cricut machine because of the special black lines and the white, the way that there is a sensor on your machine that actually can see where the lines are and it knows where to print on your mat. Okay, now I've noticed just now that there's your regular what do I call this? Green rectangle. It's on the bottom left normally, right? Well, I'm noticing there's also one on the right-hand side. And the reason why is when you're measuring, when you're telling your machine what size your paper is, I'll show you that in just a minute. It doesn't matter if it's on the right corner or the left corner for this. It just depends on where the image is on your mat. So let's go ahead and pick our image. Okay, I'm going to make a simple card, and I'm using this apple. And I thought this would be a good one to show you guys because it has kind of a creamy color for the center, and I don't have a lot of creamy colors that I use, so what better way than using the machine that you can, pick your own colors that you want to use. So what we're going to do is go to the screen, and let me get a little bit closer. As close as I'm getting today. Okay. So I'm going to pick my apple right here. Now that layer is going to be the outer rim, and it looks like, actually that's not going to be the outer rim, this is going to be black. You just have to look at the picture here and the images and kind of see how it layers up. This is going to be your black, so let's go ahead and just go into it and edit it, and we'll just make it black right away. Move this over on the bottom, and where's my black? I didn't see the black. I saw the black earlier. Hold on one sec. Okay, go into my RGB. We don't want to change any of our colors we've already determined. Okay. I did not see my black on there, so I'm going to go ahead and make this one black right here. And we'll apply that. And we want the apple to be about 3 inches, so we'll say 3 inches right here. And once you do this size, the other sizes will all layer with it. Apply. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is hit Shift. Now this one looks like it's a darker red than this one. So, again, it's great. Hit Shift. It's great that we can pick our own color. So let's go into this edit. Okay, now this should already be set at 3 inches, and it is. So we're going to change the color. Doesn't look like, well actually that looks like it's a really good red right here. So we'll go ahead and keep the red that they already have on the left hand side, and we'll apply it. And now we're going to hit our layer 1 button, and we're going to be cutting this part right here. Okay, now we want to tell the machine what size our paper is. Remember I said it's 5 3/4 by 12. So let's look at the mat here, and it's 12 inches in width, so we'll leave that like that, and we'll just go down to 5 1/2. I don't think it's going to matter how it's laid out. 5 1/2. Perfect. Now, if I was using other images, it might use 2 or 3 pages of the little scraps, so that's good to know. You can tell it what size your scraps are. Okay, insert your mat, press play or next, and you can press go, or you can press the play button here. It's going in my machine. So let's make a project out of that. This is going to cut it. This is going to print it, then it's going to cut it, and let's make a fun little apple of my eye card. Now, since I custom made my apple, I want to also custom make my background. And I'm going to use, on the left-hand side down at the bottom, is the cartridge you have on the left. On the right-hand side right here is the Imagine cartridge if you have one in the right. And the middle, I call them stock photos. I don't remember. Probocraft told me last night what they are called, and I can't remember. So let's just call them stock photos. So I'm going to pick this one right here, and I'm going to edit it. Okay, I'm already editing it. I want it to be a color that will coordinate, and I'm going to pick this one here because the colors coordinate well with my apple. And then I want it to be 4 inches, hit apply, and now I'm going to just go ahead and cut this really quick, and let's throw this card together. So I've put my apple together just using a glue pen and mono adhesive, and I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to turn it into a card. Now this is the, if I can do this. Here's the scallop square that I cut out with the coordinating colors. It's actually just one of the patterns on the Imagine More cartridge. And I cut this black piece to go behind it. I just cut it a little bit larger. And then I have a 5 1/4 by 8 1/2 piece of cardstock. Okay, we're just going to fold this over here. Set it aside. And we're going to not fold it. That's all the folding I need. Use some quick mono adhesive or whatever adhesive you have. Throw this on here. Now before I add this on to my card, I'm going to add some ribbon on here. Just going to add some tape behind it. Right about here. Make sure it's even across. And tape it in the back. And if you lose grip of it, you can just bring it back around. Not a biggie. Okay, while it's upside down, go ahead and use your adhesive. Oops, not on your table, right? Okay, and add it onto your, did you guys all yell, "It's upside down, Robin"? Okay, I think I made my card a little bit too wide. So, what I'm going to do is add this on, and I'm going to quickly go and trim it. I made it a little bit too wide. I'll trim it really quick. Okay, I've trimmed this, and now I'm going to add my apples just up here. I'm using a couple of the thick pop dots that I got at my craft store. Thick pop dots, add them on. Throw the backings on your floor, clean them up later, right? Okay, and we're going to add this right about here. We're going to take the ribbon and kind of just tie it through. And you can do 1 or 2, however many you want to do of these. Simple. Simple, simple. Cut. Surprise! My scissors actually are sharp today. Ooh! Okay, you can mess around with your ribbon. Get it at the angle you want it. Using a black ink pad and one of my pink stamper stamps. This says Apple of My Eye. And this coordinates with any of the fruit cuts. It's by my pink stamper. And it's called Fruit and Veggie Puns. I don't know if I said that already. Okay. We're going to do the apple of my eye right here. Apple of my eye right there. So we have a very quick and simple card where you've made all of your background paper and you've actually made the image using the Cricut Imagine and white cardstock. And I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. really quick one of my favorite projects that I've made so far with the Cricut Imagine, and it's this cute scrapbook page. Now I just used white cardstock, and everything on here, all of the words and the patterns, even this frame was made using the Cricut Imagine, and I even covered these 3 buttons with paper that I made with the Cricut Imagine. And this, a picture of this is on my website. If you go to mypinkstamper.com, you'll see I have linked all of my Imagine videos and projects that I've made so far, and that list will continue to grow. And don't forget to check out Imagine This Tuesdays at mypinkstamper.com. It's a day dedicated to Imagine projects. I'm going to have guest designers and challenges and just lots of fun.